girls and friends. I'm Miss Jamie, and I'm so glad that you're here today to do virtual preschool with me. While we wait for all of the friends to join us, let's sing a little song together. We should sing I Like to Make Music with our friend, the music teacher, Miss Nancy. I'll play a little video of Miss Nancy and her guitar, and we can all sing along together. How does that sound? Here's Miss Nancy with I Like to Make Music.
This is I Like to Make Music from The Seasons. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you. I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you. I can pat my knees, pat, pat, pat. I can pat my knees, pat, pat, pat. And I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you. I can and I can pat my knees, pat, pat, pat. I can pat my knees, pat, pat, pat. And I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you. I can and I can and I can pat my knees, pat, 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 pat my knees, pat, pat, pat. And I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. Yes, I can clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. I like to make music, yes I do. I like to make music with you.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. Singing with you is one of my favorite parts of the day. Well, boys and girls, I have a special friend who lives behind the easel. Her name is Betsy, and if we count to 3 and you say really loud, Betsy, where are you? I bet she will come out to say hello. Should we do that? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, where are you? Is she back there? Yes, she is. Hello, boys and girls. I am so glad to see you. Betsy, we should sing hello to all of our friends from virtual preschool. Would you like that? Here goes. Hello, friends. How are you? And can you sing hello, Betsy? Hello, Betsy. How are you? And will you sing hello, Miss Jamie? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Betsy, we're learning about something new today, and I have lots of things to show the friends. I'm going to lay Betsy down so I can show you what I brought to school today, and then we'll get her back out again at the end. Does that sound good? Okay, thank you, Betsy, for coming out to say hello to us. Well, boys and girls, today we're going to talk all about going to the beach. Have you ever been to the beach? I love going to the beach. It's one of my very favorite things to do every summer. There are so many interesting things to see and smell and hear and even taste at the beach. I brought some things to show you. that I found the last time I was at the beach. Actually, I've collected these over a few years of going to the beach. Would you like to see some of these things that I've found at the beach? I'll start with the biggest one first. Whoa, what is that? It's a giant seashell. A crab used to live inside the seashell, but there's no crab in there now. Sometimes people think if you put the seashell up to your ear, you can hear the waves at the beach. Have you ever found a giant seashell like this one? Here's another seashell that I found, but this one is tiny. It also used to have a crab that lived in it, but there's no crab in there now. Do you see the colors on this seashell? They're different from the colors on this one. Every seashell is a little bit different. This is a different kind of seashell. This seashell used to have a clam in it. There used to be two parts and it would open up and there was a clam or some kind of a mollusk in there. Do you see that one? It's got bumps on it. I have lots of other things from the beach too. Do you know what this is? It's a starfish. Starfish are living animals, but this one is not alive. It's dried up and dead, and it washed ashore. It wasn't alive when I found it. Can you see that starfish? Sometimes people call it a sea star. Both words are correct. Here are a few more things I found. Do you know what this is? It's squishy. Do you see how I can squeeze it? It's not hard like a shell. This one is a sponge. It grew in the ocean, and then it broke off and washed up to the beach where I found it. Isn't that neat? And this one, look at this. This one is bumpy, and it has stripes and a hole in the bottom. It's a sea urchin. It even has a hole on it. I think another animal must have bit a hole in it. It's not alive either, but it used to be. Have you ever found anything interesting at the beach? There are so many things to see and do there. I have a picture for you of a beach. I'll show it to you. Do you see this beach? The beach is where the sand or the rocks meet the ocean. Most of the whole earth is covered with oceans. And we can go to the spot where the ocean meets the land, and that is the beach. Have you ever been there? I would love to hear about what you did when you went to the beach. We're going to sing a little song about different things we can do when we go to the beach, even if it's just pretend. This song is called I See Seashells, and it goes like this. You see these seashells? The little girl is collecting them at the beach. They just wash right up onto the beach. We're going to sing the first verse like this. Ready? I see seashells, I see seashells at the beach. Good, at the beach. The sand is all around me, lots to hear and lots to see at the beach, at the beach. Ooh, I like the way you're singing. Thank you for singing along with me. Here's something else we can do when we go to the beach. That's a big wave. When we sit on the sand, we can see the waves come in. And then they go back. And they come again. And then they go back. Over and over, all day long and all night long. We can listen to them and sing. I hear waves, I hear waves at the beach. Good, at the beach. The sand is all around me, lots to hear and lots to see at the beach. Good, at the beach. What else can we do if we go to the beach? Ooh, have you ever seen one of these guys? This is a crab. I love to find little crabs, especially in the evening when the sun sets. They run along the beach and you can shine your fat flashlight and try to find crabs at the beach and maybe even put them in a bucket for a minute so you can look at them. Have you ever found a crab at the beach? Let's sing this together. I find crabs at the beach. At the beach. Good. The sand is all around me, Lots to hear and lots to see at the beach, at the beach. Oh, I love singing with you. Here's something else fun to do at the beach. We could go swimming. You have to make sure there's a grown-up with you. You might wear a swimsuit or swim fins. This little boy has on goggles and a swim tube. Do you like to swim at the beach? I go swimming, I go swimming at the beach, at the beach. The sand is all around me, lots to hear and lots to see at the beach, at the beach. Oh, wonderful. I have 2 more pictures. Have you ever done this? We could build a sand castle. When the sand gets wet, do you see how the ocean is coming up and making the sand wet? It sticks together, and we can put it in a pail and then flip it over and make a sand castle. I build sand castles, I build sand castles at the beach, at the beach. The sand is all around me, lots to hear and lots to see at the beach, at the beach. Wonderful singing. Now this is important. When you go to the beach, usually the sun is very bright and we want to take good care of our skin so it doesn't get a sunburn. And so do you see this little girl? She's remembering to wear sunscreen. Yes, it's important that we put on sunscreen to protect our skin from the sun at the beach. Let's sing this one together. I wear sunscreen, I wear sunscreen at the beach, at the beach. The sand is all around me, lots to hear and lots to see at the beach, at the beach. Oh, wonderful job. Mwah, give your brain a kiss for such nice singing. Would you like to know what the sign is for beach? All summer during virtual preschool, I'll be teaching you some new sign language. And a sign language is a way that we can say a word without even using our voice. And the sign for beach is kind of like this. So you make the flat part like the sand, and then you're going to make your other hand like the wave, and it goes woo, woo, up on the sand. Can you make the sign for beach? Yes, up on the sand. That's the sign for beach. Show me. Beach. Nice job. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well, now what we're going to do is play a little game with some sand pails and a seashell at the beach. Good. This one has sand buckets or sand pails with different shapes on them. They also have different colors. There are 8 of them. Let's see if we can name all the shapes. This shape is a heart. Nice job. And this one is a circle. Well done. The next shape, ooh, this one's a tricky one. It has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's called a hexagon. Can you say hexagon? Well done. Hexagon. That's right. It has 6 sides. And the next one only has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. It's called a triangle. Can you say triangle? That's right. Well done, friends. I'm going to slide it over here. There we go. We've got 4 on the top, and let's do 4 more. This one is called an oval. Can you say oval? Well done, oval. And we also have this rectangle. Can you say rectangle? That's it. And we have 2 more. You know this shape, it's a star. Wonderful. And the last shape is a square. Good. Let's say them again. I'll say it, and then you say it back. Ready? Say heart, heart. Good. Circle, circle. Hexagon, Hexagon. Good talking. Triangle. Triangle. Good. Oval. Oval. Rectangle. Rectangle. Star. Star. Square. Square. Good job. We're going to hide the little seashell, and you have to try to find it. I'm going to cover up the camera so you can't see. It says, we see a seashell on the ground. Under which sand pail will it be found? Where's the seashell? I'm all the way in Virginia. You have to yell really loud and tell me, where do you think the seashell is? And we'll look there. Tell me really loud so I can hear you. Oh, so many boys and girls are shouting. I can only choose one. Okay, I hear you. Let's try the triangle. Is it under the triangle? No, but triangle was a good guess. Where could that seashell be? Where will we find it? Tell me really loudly so I can hear you. Oh, there's so many boys and girls shouting and I can only choose one. Okay, we can check the circle. Good job saying your shapes. Nope, it wasn't under circle, but I like the way that you're mentioning all those shapes and guessing. Where could it be? Tell me so I can hear you really loudly. Under the star? Okay, let's try the star. You found it! The seashell was hiding under the star. Wow, we found it in just 3 guesses. Nice job. Would you like to play again? I think we have time. Let me cover it up so you can't peek, and we'll say the poem together. Ready? We see a seashell on the ground, under which sand pail will it be found? Where's the seashell? Tell me what you think. Ooh, did you say hexagon? I could hear you. That was a good guess. Hexagon is a tricky word. It wasn't under the hexagon. But I like the way your brain is thinking. Where could the seashell be? Where do you want me to check it? Well, you're guessing all the hard shapes today. You want the oval? Okay, let's check and see if it's under the oval. No, but oval was another good guess. You're picking some really good shapes today. Where could that seashell be? Tell me what you think. Oh, I hear you. Is it under the circle? Let's check and see. Nope, but that was another good guess. It's really hiding from us this time, isn't it? Where do you think the seashell could be? Tell me what you think. Oh, you think the star again? Like it was the same last time? We can check. That's a good guess. Nope, it wasn't under the star. But I like the way you're thinking. Now we've checked half of them, but we haven't found it yet. So it has to be either under the heart, the triangle, the rectangle, or the square. Where is that little blue seashell? You like the pink bucket, the one with the heart? Okay, we can check it. I heard some people yelling heart. You found it. The seashell was hiding under the heart. Wow, give your brain a kiss, brain, for knowing the names of all of those shapes. That's really good. I like the way that you keep guessing and you're patient and wait your turn. Well, I have to call on all of the kids, even if it wasn't your guess. I'm proud of you for being a good friend and letting other kids take a turn too. I have a story for you today. And our story is about a little red dog named Clifford. Now you might know Clifford, the big red dog. Have you ever seen him in a book or on TV? But this is a story not about Clifford, the big red dog. This one is about Clifford when he was just a tiny puppy. Do you see him right here? And he decides to go to the beach with Emily Elizabeth. but he's never been to the beach before, and so he doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't know what the sounds are, and he might even get pinched on the nose by a crab. Let's read to find out what happens when Clifford goes to the beach for his very first visit. Beach Day by Quinlan B. Lee. This is the title page. You can see there's the author's name, and the pictures are illustrated by Steve Hafel. It was a beautiful summer day. "Wake up, Clifford," Emily Elizabeth said. "We're going someplace fun today to meet Nina and Jorge." Someplace fun? Where could they be going? The dog park? The deli? The zoo? Clifford couldn't wait to find out. Do you see him sleeping in his tiny little puppy bed over here? That's before he was a big red dog, isn't it? Well, Emily Elizabeth and Clifford had breakfast. Mr. and Mrs. Howard packed a picnic basket in a big bag. "We must be going someplace far away," thought Clifford. But why was everyone dressed so funny? Do you see Mr. Howard has on a big floppy hat and sunglasses? He has his swim fins and some towels and sunscreen. And Mrs. Howard also has on a big sun hat, doesn't she? Soon they were on their way out of the city. Mrs. Howard said, "Doesn't the sea air smell wonderful?" Emily Elizabeth held on to Clifford while he stuck his nose out the window. It smelled salty and a little fishy outside. Maybe they were going to the deli. Do you see him trying to smell the air? The ocean has a very distinct smell. Before long they had arrived. Clifford couldn't see anything, but he heard a strange new sound. It was a loud whoosh that kept stopping and starting and starting and stopping. What could it be? The wind? A train? He doesn't know what the sound is. Do you know what the sound is? "We're here!" Emily Elizabeth cried. Where? Clifford wondered. He started running to follow Emily Elizabeth, but something was wrong. He wasn't getting anywhere. The ground was too soft. Do you see his little puppy paws are running and he's just making a hole in the sand? Emily Elizabeth laughed and scooped him up. "Need a hand," she said. The Howards set up an umbrella and chairs on the sand. Mr. Howard picked up his book and smiled. "Perfect," he sighed. Perfect? But Clifford always thought the chair in the living room was the perfect place to read. It's important to have an umbrella to protect yourself from the sun at the beach because it can be really hot there. See how they spread out their blanket? And Emily Elizabeth has a bucket. I wonder what she's going to make. Do you know? "Jorge and Nina should be here soon," Emily Elizabeth said. "Let's build a sandcastle while we wait. You can help me dig." Digging. Now that was something Clifford did know about. Suddenly, he felt something pinching his nose. "Little Red, meet Big Red," Norval said. "You never know what you might dig up around here. Maybe buried treasure." Buried treasure? Like bones? Clifford wondered. Clifford loved playing in the sandcastle that Emily Elizabeth built. When Jorge came, he ran to show it to him. But when they got to where it was, it had disappeared. "Where did it go?" Clifford asked. "A wave must have washed it away," Jorge replied. As the wave comes up and goes whoosh, smashes the sandcastle whoosh, like that. Just then another wave came and tickled Clifford's toes. He looked down, but it was gone. Then a second later it was back. "Don't worry about the waves, Little Red," said Norval. "It's just water that likes to play games. I'll chase and tickle you. It'll chase and tickle you. Some people even say it dances. Dancing water? But there wasn't any music. Clifford was more confused than ever. He'd never seen anything like that. Come on, let's go swimming, Emily Elizabeth said. She picked up Clifford and took him out into the waves. He had a great time splashing and swimming with Jorge and the girls. Look, he's got a little inner tube on, and he's swimming in the ocean. Emily Elizabeth wrapped Clifford in a towel and snuggled him in her lap. Don't you just love the beach, Clifford, she said. So that was it. This was the beach. The waves, the sand, the smells, even the crab. He did love it. Do you see him there all wrapped in his towel? But then again, anywhere Emily Elizabeth was, Clifford was sure to love. Isn't that fun for Clifford to go to the beach for the very first time? Do you remember the first time you went to the beach? Sometimes it's a little scary because the water is so big, right? And it can be hot. We have to remember to take good care of ourselves with the umbrella and the sunscreen. Boys and girls, I have a project for you to do when you're done watching our class today. This project is called sandpaper coloring. Sand is all over the beach. We can also use it when we're building and painting by making sandpaper. Lots of construction workers use sandpaper because it helps them scratch down the wood or the walls and make them smooth. Have you ever touched sandpaper? It's just a piece of paper that has sand glued to it. Maybe you have some sandpaper at your house. This sandpaper is really scratchy, but some sandpaper is just a little scratchy. It's almost smooth. Do you see this? It's just a piece of paper with sand glued to the back, or to the front of it, and it says sandpaper on the back. Well, we're going to do an art project with some sandpaper. To do this project, you need someplace hard to color. I'm going to use this clipboard, but you could just put the sandpaper down on a table. And then you're going to take a plain piece of paper, any paper will do, and attach it to the sandpaper. You could use a paper clip, or maybe your grown-up could help you use a piece of tape, and you want to put your paper right on top of the sandpaper. And for this project, you need to use crayons. And what we're going to do is draw a picture on this bumpy sandpaper. Watch what happens when I draw my picture. I'm going to draw a picture of, whoa, the ocean. Yes, I might color it all in. Oh, can you hear it? Listen to how it sounds when I color. It's kind of bumpy, isn't it? Because the crayon can feel the sand underneath. And when we're coloring the picture, oh, can you hear it? It doesn't look flat like a normal picture. Can you hear how it sounds when my crayons go over the sandpaper? What else should I put on this picture? I've got the sun and the ocean. Should I put some clouds up in the sky? Let's see, I'll put some clouds over here. And maybe a little cloud right here. And what else? Should I have a whale? Maybe I'll put a whale in the ocean. Let's see. And he's going to, there he is, with a big smile. I may color him in. Can you hear that? And then look what happens to my picture. It's all bumpy because my crayon was going bumpity bump on the sandpaper underneath. Isn't that fun? Coloring on sandpaper is an interesting way to make art. If you color on a piece of sandpaper, I would love to see what it looks like. Will you take a picture and show me? Boys and girls, it's already time for us to say goodbye. Let's get Betsy out and she'll sing to us. Does that sound good? On the count of 3, say, Betsy, come back. 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Betsy, where are you? Hello, boys and girls. Did you like learning all about the beach? Me too. It is time for us to sing goodbye. And Betsy doesn't like to eat sand. Do you know what she likes to eat? Birdseed. So when we're done singing, do you think you could reach your hand down into your pocket and get some birdseed for Betsy to eat? That would make her so happy. Let's sing goodbye first, and then you can throw it to her. Here goes. Preschool time is over now. Over now. Over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Okay, reach down in your pocket, see if there's any bird seed down in there. And while you're getting the bird seed out, I also want to remind you that I sent you a play pack. And in the play pack, there are 6 ideas that you can use to play after our preschool day is over. There are also some worksheets. So if you're a little bit older, almost ready for kindergarten, or just did kindergarten, you can practice your name and some letters and numbers and coloring. If you're younger, you should be playing, right? Everyone should be playing. But definitely if you're younger, I want you to try these play ideas at home with your family. Okay. On the count of 3, I want you to take that big handful of birdseed and throw it, and Betsy will try to catch it. 1, 2, 3. Throw it this way. Thank you for the birdseed. Oh, there's more. Thank you for the birdseed. Now Betsy's going to blow you a kiss. If you want to catch it, put your hand out like this and try to catch. Ready? Catch it. Stick it to your cheek. Put a little glue so it stays all day, and give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We're proud of you, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye, friends.